All right. Good morning, everyone. All right, we're going to talk about vocabulary now. So we do have a test, our first vocabulary test today. And so I'd like you to listen to this video first, and then we will go over everything, and then you can do your test. And I think it would go a lot better for you if we do this first. All right. So your test today is going to be in Edmodo, and you're going to find it on the side. Now, Mrs. Martinez sees it a little different than you do because I have a teacher's account, not a kid's account. So you may need to find it over here in your calendar to see what you have due. So click over there. And our internet's going to think about going there. Okay, so you'll see that I've assigned some things. So these things were due by today, by Friday this morning. But the things that I've assigned for today, for Friday, you actually have Friday, Saturday, and up till 8 o'clock on Sunday to get those done. But it would be have your whole weekend if you do them on Friday. But a major thing that you need to think about is you need to take time to read the directions and to read each one. You don't want to rush through them because that's where a lot of mistakes are made. And Mrs. Martinez has done that before too. I'm like, oh, I know what this test wants. I know exactly what to do. And I rush through it. I'm like, I have this. And then I find out I get a bad grade. So take your time. I say a stitch in time saves 9. Remember, I've said that to you guys already a lot. And it just means if you'll slow down a little bit, read each question and think about them, you'll actually be done with the test a lot faster, and you'll only have to do it once. Let's go to the camera real quick so we can talk about your vocabulary book. So the nice thing about vocabulary test is you are allowed to use your vocabulary book during your test, and you can look and see all of the answers. So if you need to say, oh, I can't quite remember an antonym for fragile, well, there you go. Strong, sturdy. If you need to remember a definition for something, there we go. So that's why it's really important that you write all of this down with me when we do them each week, because here are all of your answers right here. This test is going to be on the words fragile, research, defend, specific, pledge, assemble, grumble, calculate, elegant, and finally, privilege. We are not having anything on the wow words, so you don't need any of the things. You don't need any of the things back here. Just those 10 words that we're having this week. Okay, that's why another thing is important that you write your page numbers at the top, because these words are on pages 1 through 4. So on 1 through 4. So then next week we're going to add some more, and when we get to 10 words, we'll have another test, and you'll get to use your book if you've taken the time to write everything in. Now I say that because we have had third graders who didn't write them in and thought, oh, it'll be easy, I'll do fine. And they've had to do their test over. Sometimes they've had to do a retake twice because it was just too low to allow them to keep the score. So, and they learned very quickly, like, I don't want to have to do that. So they started to write there. So I'm just trying to save you a step now. Make sure you're always writing all of them down. Now, if you haven't done it this time, I would say you really need to take your time on the test and try your best. And when we start with our new words on Monday, you write everything with me. That will be a lot faster for you. It'll be a lot easier for you. Also, when we get done with 8 weeks worth of words, we'll have a big unit test, and we'll have a test on all of the words. So that will be 5 words for 8 weeks. So 8 groups of 5. 8 groups of 5, 8 times 5 is 40. So it'll be 40 words, and you'll be able to use your book. If you've been writing things, it'll help you. So make sure that you're writing everything down in your book. You're going to go to our reading page. I believe you could probably find it though, just on either of these pages on where it says what's due. But let's go to our reading page, and it is called Vocabulary Test for Week 1 and 2. You'll have 4 multiple choice where it'll give you different answers, and there's only one correct answer. And then the last question is a matching. So it'll be using it in a sentence, and you're going to plug the word in. You're going to plug the word in that's correct. Okay. So I can't stress enough. Take your time. This isn't due until Sunday, but if you'd like to get it done before the weekend, I would do it today. Use your book. Do your best. And here's the thing. I want you to try your best. And if you did try your best today and your score was not what you wanted it to be, if it's below 70%, I'll be resetting your test, okay? But guess what? It's okay. You're not the only kid that's ever had to do it. So if we get a bad score on this test, I'm going to see it, and I'm going to reset it for you so that you can do it again. And you know what? Sometimes we need a second try on things. But if you would like to try to only do it once, take your time. I know you guys are going to do great. I love that you guys have learned 10 new vocabulary words. Hopefully you can start using them in your writing and in your speech when you're talking to people. Use some of those words. See if you can find a way to use, elegant or privilege or research. I'm sure you've said research before, or assemble, all of those. So try using those new words that you have. Vocabulary is important because it helps us with reading a lot of things. It helps us communicate better, and it's very exciting and impressive when someone knows so many words. So, all right, guys, that's enough of my talking about vocabulary. But do your best. You're going to do great, and I will look forward to seeing your test scores and talking to you. I'm going to go now and make a video for our grammar. So I'll see you in our grammar video.